My girlfriend lost her truth or dare at the party. I need to call the person I regret the most in my life. She asked the other end of the phone. If I were divorced now, will you give me a home? Will. After the words fell, the whole place fell silent. Everyone thought I would be furious. Turned the table over. Didn't expect. I just calmly took off the nameless paper ring. We haven't received the certificate yet. It's not too late now. Then break up. I give her a place to stand. After saying that, he didn't wait for his girlfriend to speak. I have turned around and left. In the middle of the journey, I dialed a phone number far away in Beijing. Parents. I agree to go home and get married. Great Jiang Fan. You finally figured it out. You are the only heir to the Jiang Group. If it weren't for you all these years, insisting on asking for more experience outside, you should have gotten married long ago and taken over the family business. Your father and I have already found a partner. Just waiting for you to speak. Listening to the happy tone of the old couple, I feel a little guilty. His tone became a little softer unconsciously. I will listen to your arrangements. Good. How about the wedding is scheduled for January 19th? When will you come back? Do you want to contact your marriage partner in advance? I'll arrange for you to meet soon. Mom talks about it, talking non-stop and earnestly. It gave me a little headache again. I don't care who I marry. Not interested either. So I interrupted my mother. I want to return to Jiang's house as soon as possible. Share your worries. Marriage is just a matter of chance. No need to meet. Just arrange the wedding. You'll be back the day before the wedding. The words just fell. The bedroom door was pushed open from the outside. Ear movement. I turned my head subconsciously. Then I saw Bai Ningbing walking in with a frown. Wedding? What wedding? Faced with Bai Ningbing's doubts, I hung up the phone calmly. I just found an excuse to stop talking. A friend got married. Want me to be the best man. Heard this. The expression on Bai Ningbing's face. Then it calmed down. Didn't ask me again. Put your phone on the table. Turned and entered the bathroom. A moment later, the sound of thin and clear water sounded. The cell phone on the table also rang. Listen to this continuous ringing sound. I hesitated for a while. Opened the screen with one click. It popped up. A message from Shen Haoyu. Do you still remember what I said back then? You don't really care about me. Want to marry Jiang Fan? This sentence resonates with my heart. The movements of his hands paused for a moment. Slided up slightly. Subsequently, Bai Ningbing 10 minutes ago, the message that was sent came into view. Shen Haoyu. 33 days later. It's your 28th birthday. Do you still remember that time? Did you promise me anything? I put the phone back where it belongs. Sit on the sofa. Many memories flashed through my mind. When I was 18, Aunt returns to China and gets married. I also came back and entered Yunda University to better enjoy college life. Also for the sake of safety. I've never been with anyone. Mention one's identity. At the welcome party of my senior year, to help my roommate, I temporarily came on stage to accompany me with a song. One song forced me to get off the stage carrying my instrument. I lowered my head and saw Bai Ningbing. He is wearing a white gauze skirt, waiting at the door holding a bouquet of flowers. Look at me with bright eyes. Can you add a contact information? I'm a strict control. I agreed on the spot. From then on, the two of them would contact each other every day. From time to time we meet in various places. The third month of acquaintance. Bai Ningbing takes the initiative to confess. Love fight begins. Love at first sight. I have no reason not to agree. The two people came together like this. From the age of 21 until the age of 28. For 7 years, my family has been urging me to go back and get married. After I refused many times. Talk after leaving work. Never mention it. At first I thought she didn't want to get married yet. Can be used more than once. I also noticed something was wrong. Until half a month ago, we were chatting after drinking at a party. I heard the truth. It turns out that the person in Bai Ningbing's heart is Shen Haoyu has always been her childhood sweetheart. It's a pity that I have no intention of having a lover. Shen Haoyu only regarded her as a friend, and the reason why she came to contact me proactively. It's just because of the night we first met. Shen Haoyu is with someone else, and the way I play the piano on stage. There are still a few shadows of her sweetheart. To comfort my heart. Also to get angry with Shen Haoyu. He just chose me. In the following years, Shen Haoyu has been in dozens of relationships on and off. I often hear news about his breakup. Bai Ningbing had even considered going to find him. But before he could speak, Shen Haoyu found a new goal. The sadness in his heart intensified even more. Just go round and round like this. 7 years have passed. We haven't broken up yet. Bai Ningbing never gave up. Wait for Shen Haoyu to change his mind. Waiting for youth. Shen Haoyu's drunken joke. Bingbing waits for me when I am 28. If we weren't married yet, then how about we just try to make do with each other? So he would ask him once a year. And this year, He finally waited until Shen Haoyu was 28 years old. Looking through the chats on Bai Ningbing's phone, I laughed. 33 days later. It's Shen Haoyu's 28th birthday. It's also the breakup I chose for myself. The day to go home and get married. I saw Bai Ningbing enter the study room. I also got up and turned off the light and lay back on the bed. I don't know how long it has been. In a dark room, there was a burst of very green footsteps. Glowing mobile phone was placed on the bedside table. A person lying behind. Then there was a long silence. Until it came from around me. Light and regular breathing. I opened my eyes, raised his hand and took it away. Bai Ningbing's mobile phone. Click on the original chat interface again. Only 4 more words. Never forget. A very simple sentence. I can imagine, when typing these words, what's going on with Bai Ningbing. Probably biting his lip lightly. Keep your eyes glued to the screen. Seriously. Make the next boat character. Delete it again. Carefully consider the words. Afraid of one's own feelings. Easily noticed. Unafraid of my own feelings. He was thinking about the promise he made at the age of 28. She wholeheartedly waited for Shen Haoyu to agree to marry her. I didn't fall asleep with my eyes closed all night. After dawn, there was a sound of hee coming from around me. I opened my eyes. Let's get off work early today. Bai Ningbing is applying skincare products on his hands. Looked over with a confused look on his face. Is something wrong? Silent for a long time. I just opened my mouth leisurely. Today is your birthday. Have you forgotten? Bai Ningbing's body was slightly stiff. Then he nodded. This half-month, Bai Ningbing has been thinking about the agreement he made with Shen Haoyu at the age of 28. Don't care about anything else. Now even my birthday. Forget it too. Thinking back on the past 2 months. Working hard to prepare surprises. But I wasted my efforts in vain. I have mixed feelings in my heart. Bai Ningbing didn't notice. The expression on my face changes. I just told you to keep it simple. No need to be as grand as before. In the past years, I would always try my best. Hold a birthday party for him. Just to make him happy. It's just that he never cared about my efforts. So I heard what he said. There was a hint of self-deprecation in my tone. The banquet has been prepared. Everyone promised to come. Can cancel. This birthday party. Prepared 3 months ago. At that time, I didn't know that he had someone else in his heart. If I had known earlier, I won't do it. Hear my explanation. Bai Ningbing didn't say anything more. Picked up the phone and left the bedroom. Before turning around, I caught a glimpse of his slightly frowning brows. After arriving at the company, I went to the supervisor's office first, resigned. When I come out again, look at the resignation report in my hand. There was an explosion in the office. Jiang Fan, do you want to leave? How do you say this is all? Have you found your next home? So decisive. Isn't it because he wants to go back and inherit hundreds of millions of family assets? I hear everyone's concerns. I put down my things, smiled softly. I went to get married. Colleagues suddenly understood and nodded. It's a love number that I've always been on good terms with. I came over and asked a few questions. Avani girlfriend, have you finally agreed to get married? Why did she suddenly become enlightened? I'm too lazy to explain anymore. Change the topic. Thank you all for taking care of me over the years. Let's treat everyone to dinner later. After get off work with 4 or 5 colleagues. Eating for 2 hours. By the time I get to the hotel, it's already 8 o'clock. I hurriedly and slowly walked to the door of the box. About to open the door, the conversation coming from inside made me stop. It's so cold outside. Who is Bing Bing going to pick up? Who else? Shen Haoyu. I was so close that I heard it just now. Shen Haoyu said she would be back today. She eagerly went to pick him up. True or false? Isn't that Bing Bing extremely happy? It's her 28th birthday today. More than a month from now. Shen Haoyu is also 28. She will be back at this time. It's not really the promise of traveling, is it? I heard that Shen Haoyu is single again. Looks like 80% likely. Really back. But if they are really together, what should Jiang Fan do? We kept it secret from her for so long. 7 years. She doesn't even know who Shen Haoyu is yet. Still loving Bing Bing with all his heart. What can I do? Who told Bing Bing to fall headlong on Shen Haoyu? If Shen Haoyu promises to fulfill his promise, 100% better. I can only blame him for his bad luck. Fortunately, he has no background. If we really want to break up, it's easy to get rid of it. Although he has been. There is nothing to say to us or Bing Bing. But we are Bing Bing's best friends. I definitely have to stand by Bing Bing's side. It's time to break up. Let's not make it difficult for Bing Bing. Come forward and give him some cars and houses, right? Just treat it as breakup fee. I only listen to half the time. No action. Shusha has already made plans to leave. I'm not as sad as I was half a month ago. On the contrary, I find it a bit funny. Bai Ningbing wants to break up with me. I also need my best friend to come forward and send me away. What kind of love have you been in for these past 7 years? It's a pity that I left first this time. I'm standing outside the door. At this time, several waiters came over with drinks. I quickly backed down a few steps. The moment the door opens, the discussion inside stopped abruptly. I act like nothing happened. Walk in with a cold smile. Say hello to everyone. After chatting for a while, Bai Ningbing brought a strange man with him, pushing the door open again. Looking at the figure that is 3 or 4 inches similar to his own, I looked at it calmly. Bai Ningbing led the people around the box. Finally he came up to me and introduced him. This is Shen Haoyu, my friend since childhood. Bai Ningbing hesitated for a moment before continuing to speak. This is my ordinary friend Jiang Fan. When saying this, Bai Ningbing has already prepared that I will be angry. But things developed beyond his expectation. I don't have any reaction. He just raised his head and took a deep look at him. Then he took back his hand and took 2 steps back. Keep a distance from 2 people. A slight smile on the corner of the mouth. Extraordinarily decent. Hello Mr. Shen. I'm Bai Ningbing's ordinary friend. After introducing each other, the treasure chest is bustling again. Shen Haoyu has a cheerful personality. Can talk to anyone. Holding a glass of wine from one end to the other, he took a group of people to drink and play games. Play until Sunday. It's inconvenient for him to hold cards in his hand. I also want someone to feed me some pieces of watermelon. Bai Ningbing didn't even think about it. Poke a piece of it with your own fork and feed it. Shen Haoyu didn't think much about it either. Turned sideways and took a few bites. He picked up his glass and drank half a glass of red wine. I'm sitting a few meters away. Look at Bai Ningbing holding the cup and not letting go. Drinking one glass after another. And the position where she drinks every time. It happens to be Shen Haoyu. The place where the mouth just touched. Drink till the end. She is already a little drunk, but the classic birthday process is indispensable. Everyone sings happy birthday, while asking her to get up and blow out the candles and make a wish. The noisy box suddenly became quiet. I got up and brought the cake myself. Put in the candle. Look at the number 28 on the candle. Bai Ningbing rubbed his temples, as if trying to dispel drunkenness. Her eyes were already a little broken. I looked around in the box, then raised a finger. I don't want to make a wish for my birthday this year. Let's change it to a question. Talking and talking. She only asks Shen Haoyu, and the word is not awake, but the eyes are extremely hot. Until it fell on her. Haoyu, you will be 28 soon. I want to ask you a question. Do you have a girlfriend now? As soon as this sentence comes out, all the bystanders looked at each other, faced with prying eyes from all directions. Shen Haoyu argued slightly and answered her. Not now. After a brief silence. I don't know who said wow in surprise. The room exploded instantly. All the drunk best friends stood up, pushing the drunk Bai Ningbing is singing and dancing again. Looking at the chaotic scene in front of me, I sat motionless. Calmly and nonchalantly, he plays the role of a person who is kept in the dark, unaware ordinary friend character. The noise continued until early in the morning. This birthday party is finally over. Wait until everyone has dispersed. I helped Bai Ningbing get into the car. He was immersed in the previous joy, fell into my arms, said a lot of true things. He fell down crying. Shen Haoyu, don't go. Can you stay with me? Why can they all? You can't save me. I've been waiting for you for many, many years. Waiting for you every day. The driver in the front seat listened all the way. I also laughed all the way. When getting off the bus, he saw me supporting a drunk woman. Don't forget to make a few jokes. This gentleman, your girlfriend loves you very much. I smiled at the driver. Calm tone. He loves Shen Haoyu very much, but I'm not Shen Haoyu. Waking up after a night of hangover, Bai Ningbing thought of what happened last night. Just grab me and start explaining. A fan. As soon as I arrived at the club yesterday, I was given a lot of alcohol. Maybe he said a lot of stupid things. Those were all drunken gaffes. Don't take it to heart. I didn't expect that he still remembered what happened last night. I didn't expect him to come up with such a lame excuse. But I still cooperated with his performance calmly and rationally. Nod slightly. It's okay, I know. Don't know why. Look at my calm face. Thinking back to yesterday's introduction to him and Shen Haoyu, this was my reaction. Bai Ningbing felt a little flustered for no reason. Think about it. I always feel something is wrong. Quickly changed the topic. Yesterday I went to have a drink with everyone. Look you aside. Jiang Fan, are you a little angry? How about we go on a date after work today? I'm angry. I have something to do in the afternoon. I won't go. Look at my refusal attitude. Bai Ningbing became more insistent. You must compensate me. I can twist it. I had no choice but to agree. I changed my clothes in the evening, just about to go out. Qin Hao's message suddenly came over. A fan. News of your resignation. Didn't you tell your girlfriend? He just came to see you. I seem very angry now. Haven't read the news yet. Bai Ningbing's phone number came over. Watching the picture jumping on the screen, there was a trace of solemnity in my eyes. Hesitate for a moment. Still press the answer button. Bai Ningbing came from the phone. An angry voice. Your colleague told me that you resigned. Going to get married. I'm still thinking about what excuse to use. But Bai Ningbing continued to scold him in a cold voice. I told you. I have no plans to get married yet. Only then did I react. Bai Ningbing originally thought I was forcing a marriage. No wonder you lost such a temper. I patiently explained a few sentences. A few jokes I told my colleagues. Maybe they took it seriously. I left my job because I was a little tired recently. Want to rest? Hear these voices coming from my ears. Finally return to normal. Don't make such jokes again. I responded in a low voice. I heard Bai Ningbing ask me where I was again. Do you want him to come over? I was about to say the address. Suddenly I heard a very faint laugh. Looks a lot like Shen Haoyu. That sentence lingered in my mouth for a moment. Became unnecessary. The call was quickly hung up. Looking at the screen that is gradually going black, a self-deprecating smile appeared on my lips. If you really want to come to me, why did the phone hang up so quickly? Just going through the motions and asking. Why did I take it seriously? I stopped a car. Arrive at the appointed restaurant. After the waiter heard the name clearly, stillness took me to the rooftop restaurant. Push open the box door. A table full of dishes. Only no one can be seen. See my confused eyes. The waiter explained respectfully. Miss Bai called and ordered a meal 10 minutes ago. Said you would like to eat first. She's in a bit of a hurry. May have to come later. Remember that phone call just now? A knowing expression appeared on my face. Urgent matter. I'm afraid I'm going to accompany Shen Haoyu again. In fact, it's not even a lie. After all, for her, as long as you accompany the appreciator. The bigger thing about sesame and mung beans. It's all urgent. I'm not overly entangled either. Went directly into the box. The waiter diligently opened the tableware for me, introducing the dishes one by one. Looking at the table full of seafood, I squinted my eyes slightly. Those years in Europe. I don't care about Western food. I'm a little tired of eating seafood all the time. I'm still not used to it after all these years of returning to my country. If I had dined with him before, saw these dishes, he'll probably give him up. But now, I don't want to wrong myself at all. I waved my hand. Asked the waiter to remove it directly. Mr. Jiang, Ms. Bai is already burdened with this table. Very expensive. Are you sure you don't want to use it? If you remove them all, this store does not provide refunds. I raised my eyebrows. Take out a card from your bag and hand it over. I know, remove it first. Just swipe this card when ordering new dishes. Don't worry, I can afford it. Until finished meal. Bai Ningbing still didn't show up. I'm too lazy to wait for him anymore. After paying the money, I went home. Just walked halfway. A few messages were sent over. A fan, can you stay out for one night today? Haoyu suddenly returns to China. I haven't had time to clean up the old house and can't live in it anymore. Many people were also frozen. His stomach feels a little uncomfortable. Can't be left alone. I want him to come and stay one night. Is it okay? While taking care of Shen Haoyu. On the other hand, I am afraid that he will find out about our relationship. Really interesting. This time I am not in the mood to cooperate with Bai Ningbing in acting. Ask him directly. Isn't he your friend? Why do we have to hide our relationship? How long do you want to hide it from? It's been a long time since the message was sent out. Just received a reply. Bai Ningbing did not give any explanation. Only replied with one date. January 18th. If it were before. Of course I don't know why he chose this day. But now I know. The 18th is Shen Haoyu's birthday. If Shen Haoyu fulfills his promise to be with him that day, then I'm afraid he will break up with me without hesitation. If Shen Haoyu didn't agree to him that day, she will be willing to propose marriage to me. Use a probing tone to ask the truth. If rejected, and I, the real boyfriend, is the supporter, it can be said to be a joke. Whether it's a step forward or a step back, she has the perfect solution. I even admire her a little bit. It's a pity. I don't want to be her emotional backup anymore. Didn't reply to her again. Just turn off the phone. Then I reported the address of a hotel. I drank some wine before going to bed. I'll sleep until the afternoon. I want to see the time. As soon as I turned on the phone, dozens of new messages popped up. Most of them were sent by Bai Ningbing. A few of them are her best friends. Where are you? Why don't you answer the phone? No reply to messages. Don't scare people. Bing Bing is crazy. I've been looking for you all night. Looking at these accusations. I sneered. Is shutting down the phone and taking a nap just to scare people? Besides, who doesn't know any of them? Shen Haoyu is Bai Ningbing, the person you put on your heart and shoulders. Will he care about my life or death? I'm keeping it privately. Bai Ningbing's phone number came over. Not very good-tempered. A fan, how you just came over for one night. Do you need to be so angry? Even if you are unhappy, you shouldn't vent your dissatisfaction in this way. I'm too lazy to explain anymore. If Bai Ningbing had probably believed what I said before, but today I don't know why, he suddenly asked thoughtfully. Then why could I contact you any time before? It just so happened that I turned it off last night. Heard his question. I corrected myself. Reminds me of many past events. Late one night a few years ago, Bai Ningbing suddenly had a stomachache. When you called your secretary, you called me by mistake. After I heard, get up immediately and give him medicine. Last year he went on a business trip abroad. There is a time difference of 7 or 8 hours. Bai Ningbing can remember the time here with me. Call me at 3 or 4 in the morning to ask for a document. I fought back my sleepiness. Turn on surveillance and help him find it. 3 months ago, I had a blue tail surgery. Just got off the operating table. The anesthetic ban has not even passed yet. Send her message. Said he wanted to drink milk tea. I asked the nurse to take it back. Piece by piece. This is all proof that I love her to the extreme. It's a pity that no matter how much you pay, she can't see it either. Think of this. My tone is uncontrollable, with some self-deprecation. I'm just afraid that when you need me, I don't care anymore. You probably didn't need me yesterday. Hear my unclear tone. Bai Ningbing's inner world. A slight shock. Together for 7 years. I follow her everywhere. I listen to her very much. The two of them have never had a fight or blushed. There are many things he doesn't want to explain. I've never asked. Even if I get a little sulky sometimes. A little coaxing would be fine. From daily life. Go on a dinner date. I take care of him everywhere. Ask yourself at the door. Bai Ningbing had to admit. I'm an almost perfect boyfriend. Thinking of my kindness to him in the past. His tone couldn't help but soften a bit. I know. I was too worried about you just now. That's why I spoke so hastily. Sorry, a fan. Where are you now? I come to you. I don't want to see him right now. Just say no more. I took a taxi back. Just got home. The nanny just told me. Bai Ningbing just went out. No need to guess. I knew he was probably called away by Shen Haoyu again. What's left in the air? Men's perfume smell. I didn't ask where he was going. Asked the nanny softly to open the window. Very breathable. Next half month. I never saw Bai Ningbing again. I seem to have forgotten. Same as his girlfriend. Not a single phone call. No reply to a message. Through Shen Haoyu's circle of friends. I know his whereabouts clearly. But I don't want to question where he went. I don't want to delve into it either. What on earth is he thinking? For me. Now every day is just a countdown. I'm not in the mood to say goodbye to someone destined to be. Don't spend any more time. It snowed in the sky on New Year's Eve. I'm in a good mood. Watched a movie all night in front of the floor-to-ceiling windows. Early morning. Fireworks roar outside the window. I'm a little tired. Lying back on the rocking chair and scrolling through moments. In front of the room that had been quiet all night. Suddenly there were footsteps. I propped up the chair and sat up. Then I saw Bai Ningbing, who was very drunk, coming back. He walked in brightly. He was holding a lot of bags and dropped them on the sofa. Then he opened everything in front of me. These are 2 scarves I just bought. There's so much snow outside. A fan, you cold? A fan. This is the Rolex I bought a few days ago. New Year's gift to you. Do you like it? While talking, Bai Ningbing held the gift in his hand. They stuffed it into me all at once. I was too hot and took off my scarf. He started to hold my hand again. Sorry. I'm too busy these days. I don't have time to come back to see you. Are you angry with me again? And I shouldn't have let you go last time. Jiang Fan, can you forgive me? We will be fine in the future. When saying this, Bai Ningbing even came up to me and wanted to kiss me. I can't stand the smell of alcohol on him. I don't know what's wrong with him. I coaxed the person into the bedroom with some good talk. After he goes to sleep, I packed up the bag scattered around the living room, then picked up the phone. The messages showing affection in the circle of friends come one after another. Among them, the one that attracts me the most is Shen Haoyu's. He sent out Zhugong. They are all photos taken with a girl in the snow. The caption is also interesting. Meet new ones when bleeding. Right person I like. Saw this one. All the doubts in my mind are solved. No wonder Bai Ningbing suddenly came back drunk. He also took the initiative to show his kindness to me. Turns out He's the one he likes. Got a new love again. Also, if this were not the case, how could he think of me, my old self? A hint of sarcasm flashed in his eyes. Raise your hand to unlock the watch on your wrist. Lost on the table. Next few days, Bai Ningbing seemed like a different person. Not going anywhere. Stay at home all the time. Said he would stay with me. I feel uncomfortable with my stomach. He just stays by my side obediently. Make rice porridge for him. I looked at the travel ads a few more times. He started planning for the year after. Want to accompany me on a trip? Shusha was heartbroken. This time he took me there. More sad than before. But I won't be impressed by him again. I looked at Bai Ningbing quietly. Play the role of a qualified girlfriend. Watch him say a few words to me. Busy here and there. I don't feel any guilt at all. Last period. He gave it all. Just think of it as repaying your debt from the past. Thinking like this, I feel less and less psychologically burdened. After the snow pavilion, my mother sent me some styles of suits. Ask me which one I like. I hold up my phone. Open one by one to enlarge. Look at the details on the clothes. Maybe too focused. Bai Ningbing handled it with his own hands. When you come to me, I didn't notice it at all. Until the phone was taken away by him. I just turned my head. Then I saw Bai Ningbing. His face turned dark instantly. Groom's suit. What do you think the groom is doing? I don't blink an eye. So he lied. Didn't I tell you last time? A friend is getting married soon. There's something wrong with his wedding dress. I'm thinking about it now. Want me to help advise the staff? The look on my face is different. Bai Ningbing slowly dispelled his doubts. Give me your phone back. Asking by the way. I forgot. Wedding date. I'll accompany you to attend. Look at his serious expression. There was a very subtle expression on my face. January 19th. Do you really want to go? Heard this date. Bai Ningbing was slightly dazed. I looked at him steadily, waiting patiently for his answer. Been silent for a long time. He just put on a very forced smile to deal with me. Let's see then. Since that question, Bai Ningbing fell into despair again. The whole day feels like a dream. Preoccupied. Under the guise of a wedding. I didn't avoid him either. In front of him. Packed the luggage. Moved into this riverside apartment after graduation. It's been 6 years. My things are piled up in the room. I only picked out what I bought. Put in box. Other than that, didn't bring anything with me. Anyway, back to Beijing. This is my territory. If you need anything, just buy it. Just leave these things here. Occasionally, Bai Ningbing calms down. We'll look through my suitcase. I saw something red inside. Never asked a question. I know he is full of heart now. Everyone is looking forward to Shen Haoyu. Give him an invitation to his birthday party. Didn't notice it at all. I secretly threw away a lot of personal belongings. As long as those in the past. Couple items that I treasure. Still on display. He would never doubt that I would never come back once I left. After all, in his eyes, I love him enough to lay down my life for him. How could you take the initiative to doubt that I really want to leave? With an attitude of detachment. I tied it up very easily. The weather was gloomy on January 18th. It seems like it's going to rain. Bai Ningbing got up early, sitting on the sofa and staring at the phone. I got up a little later, sitting at the dining table and eating breakfast. The nanny looked at the sky and asked, Mr. Jiang, it seems like it's going to rain. Do you want to leave for the airport early? When Sheng and Bai Ningbing raised their heads, I asked subconsciously, what to do at the airport? I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. You said before that you would consider it. Have you thought about it now? I explained casually, looking at Bai Ningbing quietly. He was silent for a few seconds. Last but not least. Too far. Not going. Let me take you to the airport. For this answer, I'm not surprised. I finished the last piece of toast. Then I went back to the bedroom and picked up my luggage. Bai Ningbing just fastened his seatbelt. His cell phone rang suddenly. Bai Ningbing hurriedly opened the door. The next second, the cold ice came quickly, revealing the joy that can no longer be hidden. He put down his phone, just unbuckled the seatbelt, opened the car door, waited for the car. Only then did he realize what he was going to do. He quickly leaned down and explained to me, Jiang Fan, something suddenly happened in the company. I have to deal with it first. You'll ask the driver to take you to the airport. Been together for so many years. From Bai Ningbing's flickering eyes, I can easily tell. He is lying. But I didn't expose it. Just nodded slightly. While waiting for the driver, I opened the circle of friends. Sure enough, I came across the birthday scene picture shared by Shen Haoyu. The little beauty is no longer around. It seems they broke up again. This also means what Shen Haoyu said back then. If he is not married yet at the age of 28, just a promise to be with Bai Ningbing. He has hope again. No wonder he is so happy. When the driver came over, Bai Ningbing also put on a white evening dress. Energized, he got into the sports car next to him. He lowered the window and waved at me. When will you come back? I smiled. No answer. Bai Ningbing didn't care either. Drive away quickly in a sports car. Him sitting in the passenger seat. Look at that sports car and use your sight. I just whispered instructions to the driver. Let's go. It starts to rain lightly. Wet the car window. Blurred mirror. I can no longer see clearly everything around me. I don't want to watch it anymore either. I close my eyes. I said something silently in my heart. Goodbye, never see you again. Before boarding, I got a call from my father. A fan. What time will you arrive? He'll ask the driver to pick you up. I also want to go home early. Did not refuse. I didn't sleep well last night. I felt a little sleepy as soon as I got on the plane. More than 2 hours flight. Just fell asleep like this. Behind the landing sutra, I put on my hat and sunglasses. Just walked out of the airport pickup gate. He was stopped. Jiang Fan. Hear this crisp sound. I nodded sleepily. It was Uncle Gao who asked me to pick him up at the airport. I squinted my eyes and glanced at Liu Ruyan, thinking she should be the driver. Just why is she a pretty girl? As soon as I got in the car, I leaned against the window and squinted again. When you wake up, I saw a strange villa outside the car window. There was a strong suspicion in his tone. Where is this? It's not my home, right? See my reaction. Liu Ruyan smiled softly. Not today. But that's tomorrow. To be precise, it's a wedding room. Wedding room. This realization made me stand right where I was. I woke up completely. Take off your hat and sunglasses. Looking down at Liu Ruyan. Just ran into those smiling eyes. See the shock in my eyes. Liu Ruyan also understood the reason. Take the initiative to reach out to me. Forgot to introduce myself. Mr. Jiang. I am Liu Ruyan. I forced out a smile awkwardly. He quickly reached out his hand and shook my hand with Liu Ruyan. His tone was full of guilt. Sorry. Didn't wake up just now. Admit mistake. I am Jiang Fan. Liu Ruyan smiled. The voice is extremely brisk. Don't mind at all. It doesn't matter. We will have a lot of time to get acquainted with each other in the future. The other side at this time. Bai Ningbing lowered her head to adjust her skirt in front of the box. Carefully smooth out every wrinkle. The phone vibrated a few times. He took it out and took a look. It's a message from the driver. Said Mr. Jiang has already boarded the plane. Hesitate again and again. He still sent a message. Arrived. Remember to report peace. After clearing up the mood, Bai Ningbing took a deep breath. Opened the door. Eyes locked on the center. Let him be haunted by the figure of the dream camp. His heartbeat speeded up a bit unconsciously. Walked over quickly. A few people apart. He heard some boys next to him. Seems to be joking about something. Haoyu. You have to bring him to us today to see. Hidden for so long. What's the hurry? Wait until you make a wish. It will definitely open your eyes. Make a wish. Bai Ningbing recalled a month ago. What happened at my birthday party? There is hope in the eyes indifferently. It seems like a joke made when I was 16. Is it going to come true today? Within a few hours, Bai Ningbing has been thinking about this matter in his mind. Nervously took several sips of wine. Wait until the cake is brought up. His hands trembled slightly. Several good friends gathered around Bai Ningbing. There is an unknown secret joy in the eyes. Bingbing, your dream is about to come true. How are you feeling? Bai Ningbing lowered his head, smiling and saying nothing. Tang Yang was also watching the fun. Suddenly remembered something. He raised his hand and put it on Bai Ningbing's shoulder. If that happens, what should Jiang Fan do? At Shen Haoyu's birthday, hear the name Jiang Fan. Bai Ningbing's smile stopped abruptly. I feel some guilt in my heart. Several girlfriends looked at him and looked wrong. Lian Wang comforted himself. It's okay. Let's break it up. Divide now. He's just an ordinary boy anyway. Good to pass. Yes, if she comes to make trouble, we help you solve it. Bingbing, don't worry. Under the stamp of several people, Bai Ningbing took out his mobile phone. Type a few words, but my finger stopped on the send button. Look at her moodiness. Several people were a little anxious. He grabbed her hand and pressed it. Is it on the screen? Tell me when you get there. A new message appeared. Let's break up. There are 3 hours between the two messages. Calculate the time. My plane should have landed. You should be able to see it soon. Is this news? Bai Ningbing is still keeping it privately, but her girlfriends just pulled her. Got to the center. Amidst the birthday greetings and songs in the audience. In Bai Ningbing's eager anticipation, Shen Haoyu clasped his hands. Made a sincere wish. I hope everything goes well for me, who is 28 years old. Being able to make wishes for next year with Rushue. Bai Ningbing's face was still smiling a second ago. Become extremely pale instantly. And everyone else in the room was shocked. Who is Rushue? Let everyone know each other. In the cheers, Shen Haoyu's face was dyed with a hint of red. Is my new girlfriend. The words just fell. The box door was pushed open from the outside. A girl with a pretty face. Walk in slowly. Smile and greet everyone in the audience. Hello everyone. I am Shen Haoyu's girlfriend. Jia Rushue. In the hustle and bustle, Shen Haoyu smiled and held his new girlfriend's hand. Sharing the little details of love with friends. Bai Ningbing sat in the corner, drinking one cup after another with my girlfriends. Drink and drink. Everyone in Yuxing is drunk. Tang Yang stood up unsteadily. Walked to Shen Haoyu. In everyone's surprised eyes, Give your best friend an unfair life. Shen Haoyu, have you forgotten your promise to Bingbing back then? Heard this? A hint of curiosity flashed across Xie Ruxu's face. Commitment? What promise? Shen Haoyu's face instantly became extremely ugly. But Tang Yang didn't care at all if she drank too much. Several other girlfriends saw this. He also hurriedly came up to support the scene. You promised that Bingbing would be 28 years old. Want to be with her? We all remember. Do you want to be a revivalist? Xie Ruxu's originally smiling face slowly became colder. Turn your head sideways. He took a deep look at Shen Haoyu. Really? How can a drunken joke be taken seriously? Say it again. What I was talking about was my single situation. But I have a girlfriend now. How can it count? Word for word, like a knife or an axe. It penetrated into Bai Ningbing's heart. He covered the pain with one hand, chest to the extreme, stand up with one hand on the sofa. In everyone's gaze. Laughing like crazy. Yes. It's impossible to count. You have a girlfriend. I also have a boyfriend. Joke. It's all a joke. A few words made Xie Ruxu. A smile appeared on his face. He nodded. Hold Shen Haoyu's hand. Walk up to Bai Ningbing. Reveal 1. The expression that nothing happened, it seems. What a misunderstanding. I've heard about it a long time ago. Bai always has a boyfriend. Why didn't you bring it here today? Bai Ningbing's mind went blank. Still holding on to a smile, she met Xie Ruxu's gaze. He went back to attend the wedding. Not available. Hearing this, Xie Ruxu nodded clearly. But Shen Haoyu on the side. A trace of displeasure flashed quickly in his eyes. His tone was full of distrust. Who is your boyfriend? It's been so long since I returned home. Why haven't I heard you mention it? See Shen Haoyu's face again. Bai Ningbing could no longer say a word. Tang Yang quickly stepped forward to support Bai Ningbing. Looking at Shen Haoyu with hatred, there was sarcasm in his tone. Jiang Fan is Bingbing's boyfriend. It was at his birthday party. The most handsome boy. It's him. Shen Haoyu thought of that night. I said with a smile. Acting like an ordinary friend. I always feel something is wrong. Asked subconsciously. But that day, they both said they were just friends. A young couple is just quarreling and having a tantrum. Shen Haoyu, you have been in so many relationships. I don't understand this. A word. Shen Haoyu's face was so angry that, red and white, he raised his head and glanced at Tang Yang. I can take this breath no matter what. Just because I've seen a lot. That's why I thought of asking a few more questions. Since you all say we are boyfriends, why don't I call and ask? Just in time for me to meet my new brother-in-law. The faces of Bai Ningbing and his girlfriends. It all turned dark in an instant. I suddenly remembered that breakup news just now. Just look at their faces. Shen Haoyu has full confidence. Just take out your phone and find my WeChat. Made a voice call. How many women know how to reveal their secrets? I want to go up and steal the phone. Xie Ruxu is very protective of her shortcomings. Directly in front of you. Shen Haoyu never stops doing anything. Just turn up the volume as loud as possible. For the whole audience. Speaker turned on. The room suddenly became quiet. Only the sound of urging is left. Bai Ningbing huddled his hands in his sleeves. Tightly balled into a fist. He prayed secretly in his heart. Please pray I don't answer this call. Pray I haven't seen that message yet. A minute-long ringing sound. Bai Ningbing felt like his heart was going to jump out of his chest, seeing the automated call coming to an end. When everyone is in a state of despair. The call was connected. Is something wrong, Mr. Shen? Bai Ningbing's face quickly turned down. In stark contrast to it's Shen Haoyu's face with an unknown smile. Nothing. It's my birthday today. I heard that you are Bingbing's boyfriend. I want to invite you to come over and play with me. The phone was silent for a few seconds. Bai Ningbing was so nervous. I'm almost out of breath. Sorry. I'm in Beijing now. I'm afraid I can't come. My tone is quite normal. Bai Ningbing guessed. I probably haven't seen that message yet. Slightly relieved. But my words don't end here. He meaningful a doctor. Smiley words. Right. I have broken up with Bai Ningbing. Mr. Shen, please don't get me wrong. Shen Haoyu was a little surprised. But it's more about Schadenfreude. Broke up. When did it happen? Not long ago. About 10 minutes ago. I received his breakup message. Everyone watching the show. They all showed expressions of wanting to laugh but not daring to laugh. Shen Haoyu looked cautious on his face. He smiled and kissed. He glanced coldly at these young ladies who were deliberately picky about food. The voice is soft. Okay. I will convey it to you. Excuse me, Mr. Jiang. That will be troublesome. Happy 28th birthday to you. I also wish lovers will get married eventually. I don't know if it's unintentional or intentional. When I send my blessings, I bite the words 28 years old hard. I seem to be expressing to everyone. I already know the inside story. No one dared to ask questions. I can only watch the phone hang up. The atmosphere in the room instantly dropped to freezing point. It was quiet for 5 or 6 minutes. In the end, Jiang came forward to make peace. I toasted Bai Ningbing with a glass of wine. Only then did he take this matter lightly. Bai Ningbing poured the last drop of wine into the glass. After pouring it all into your mouth, drop the wine glass hard. I left the birthday party with some of my best friends. Before going out, Bai Ningbing heard Jiang in a trance. A few conversations with others. How are you? This Mr. Jiang. Is it from Beijing Bay? I heard it seems like. What's wrong? Nothing. Jiang Bay surname. Somewhat familiar. I may be a little too worried. As soon as I left the banquet hall, several best friends came over one after another, pulling Bai Ningbing. Opened another box. He started to comfort him all the time. Bing, not with Shen Haoyu. It would be nice for a man like this to get married. Otherwise, based on his 7 years, number of ex-girlfriends talked about, for banquets, there will be about 10 separate tables. This kind of Neptune who meets one and loves the other. Really married. Something might happen. It's better to be with a fan. Right. In what way is a fan not better than Shen Haoyu? He must be angry today. Only then can you say these words. Bing, you go back and coax him properly. More explanations. He likes you so much. I can definitely understand. I have some girlfriends to help me with my mental plans. Bai Ningbing's depressed mood calmed down slightly. He took out his cell phone and found me. I chewed my brains out and came up with something to send. A fan. I just played a game with everyone and lost. The punishment is to break up with your boyfriend, then find someone to call. It depends on your reaction. Don't take it seriously. How long have you been in Beijing? Have you checked into the hotel? Still busy decorating the wedding venue. Come back tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Can I pick you up? It's been a long time since the message was sent out. But no reply. Bai Ningbing's eyes were fixed on the screen, feeling flustered. Several best friends looked at each other, quickly think of ways to distract her attention. Oh, it's a wedding. He must be too busy to get away from it. Bing, don't think too much. I will destroy you when Jiang Fan has some free time. If she is really angry, big deal tomorrow. Let's go with you to Beijing and North. Apologize in person. When receiving news from Bai Ningbing, I was in the room with Liu Ruyan making wedding dresses. I click on the message. See the first line of words. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. It turned out that I could make up such an excuse on the spot. I really have zero brains. It's a pity. I can't believe a word now. I can imagine it all. Bai Ningbing was rejected by Shen Haoyu. I can't save my face just because I can't make a scene. Thinking back to that mysterious phone call again. Maybe the scene will be more exciting. At this moment, I suddenly felt a little regretful. I couldn't see that scene with my own eyes. I sighed softly. Liu Ruyan who is adjusting her skirt. Wen Sheng raised his head. What's wrong? Doesn't this wedding dress look good? Then he'll ask someone to send new ones over. No need, just to get married. Mr. Good Show. Just a little regretful. Good show. What a show. Is it convenient for you to talk to me? Although I have the desire to share, but clearly in front of my fiancé. It's not appropriate to have a girlfriend in advance. I thought about changing the topic. It was in the household before. A few friends celebrating their birthday. Something happened. It's no big deal. Let's get busy with the wedding first. Seeing that I don't want to say more, it's not easy for Liu Ruyan to ask again. Went to the living room and brought some desserts over. Are you a little hungry? Let's eat some first. You'll be busy later. You'll go out to eat with you again. Is there anything you want to eat? I'm really hungry. I asked Liu Ruyan if there was anything she wanted to eat. Auntie sent it. Then go out and make arrangements. I'm ordering. While deep in thought. According to the information I just found out, Liu Ruyan is the third lady of the Liu Group in North Beijing. 2 years younger than me. She has a sister who is 2 years older than her. Another eldest sister is 5 years older than her. Now he is the vice president of Liu Group. She was also raised by her eldest sister, so the character is dignified. The Jiang and Liu families have had frequent exchanges in recent years. The Jiang family also made inquiries from various sources. Only then did he tentatively propose marriage. According to Jiang Mu, Liu Ruyan just glanced at my photo, so I agreed. Seems very satisfied with me. Regarding this statement, I don't agree. After all, I ended my last relationship. Come back and get married. He seriously wants to contribute to the Jiang family. From beginning to end, I didn't take this marriage seriously. I just want to get through it if I can. Leave if you can't live with it. What advice would she give to my mother? And after an afternoon of getting along with each other. Although the two of them are still not close friends, but I can still feel it from the details. This fiancé is pretty good. Needless to say about appearance. Naturally, he is the first choice. Temperament. So far, he seems very gentle and kind. do things in an orderly manner. Attentive and considerate, he also understands human affairs and accidents very well. Overall, for this fiancé who fell from the sky, I am satisfied, beyond satisfaction, with a little surprise. It seems that my parents still have good taste, drinking all night. After Bai Ningbing woke up, the first thing is to turn on the phone. See if I reply to the message. More than 10 hours have passed. The chat box is still blank. Bai Ningbing rubbed his eyes hard several times, smashing the phone against the wall in anger. Suddenly everyone woke up. Everyone looked at his actions. I woke up from the drunkenness. Unexpectedly, Jiang Fan also likes to play these hard-to-get tricks. Don't worry, Bing Bing, we go with you. Coax people back. Several other people also hurriedly joined in to comfort me. Bai Ningbing's mood improved now. As soon as I get out of the bar, the group went straight to the airport. On the road, Bai Ningbing looked at the tall buildings in the distance in trance. I feel a little regretful. I should have known that my joy would be in vain. You might as well have promised me to go to Beijing yesterday. Thinking about it, she became more and more disappointed. I can only force myself to comfort myself. It's okay if you don't go to the city. Hearing Shen Haoyu say those words, she also gave up completely. These years, she couldn't hold on countless times and wanted to give up, but because of the promise of 28 years old, always have a fantasy in mind. Especially after being with me, she's about to have a schizophrenia. I don't know what face to use. Come face to face with this boyfriend who is devoted to you. Now this double choice question. It's time to make the final choice. She tentatively asked her girlfriends. If you can't coax me today, I want to try to get married. What do you think? I heard the word marriage. Several of my girlfriends opened their eyes wide. Marry Jiang Fan. With her family background. Uncle and aunt won't agree, right? She is good looking and good-tempered. But I think it's okay to talk about love. Really want to get married. Still not quite worthy of you. Although several people are pouring cold water on. But Bai Ningbing didn't listen at all. She sat back in the chair. It keeps replaying in my mind. Every moment you were with me in the past. After my 25th birthday. Every few months. I will bring up the matter of marriage openly or covertly. Come and test his tone. He knows my thoughts. I also know that my family is urging me. But for that little selfishness. He still pretended not to understand. They are both very young now. I'm deeply in love with him again. He doesn't want to miss me anymore. Although the matter of marriage, the road ahead is difficult and dangerous. But he's willing to give it a try. Speaking of which, Bai Ningbing finally made up his mind. Determination to propose in Beijing. He sent a message to his assistant. Ask him to put some time ago. That pair is on the internet. The wedding ring that caused a lot of discussion was photographed. Before boarding the plane, the assistant replied. That pair of rings was stolen. Auctioned for a sky-high price of 900 million. Bai Ningbing was a little surprised. Just a pair of wedding rings. Photographed so high. Bai Ningbing asked the buyer's name. The assistant replied with the character Liu. Jingbei Liujia. Think of this circle. A thunderous surname. Bai Ningbing was also a little reluctant. But she and the second lady of the Liu family. There is still some friendship. So I called and asked. That pair of wedding rings? I took the photo. My sister is getting married today. I give it to them. Newlyweds making congratulations. Bing Bing. You asked too late. Miss Liu is also getting married today. Why are all the happy events rushed to one day? There was a flash of surprise in her eyes. Still thinking about the words. Arrive at the line very politely. I drank too much and forgot to take pictures. Second lady, you're welcome. Since the third lady is getting married, why don't you convey congratulations to me? I don't know which young man is so happy. My sister married into the Jiang family. Well matched. Very good match. As soon as I heard the word Jiang family, Bai Ningbing reminded me of me. Jiang Fan is also named Jiang. Could it be that she was attending the wedding of the Liu family and the Jiang family? Beijing city center. Are there any cousins or friends of Jiang Fan? Bai Ningbing had many strange thoughts in his mind. As soon as I got off the car, I was blown away by the cold winter wind. Disappeared again. He shook his head. He raised his hand and pressed it. Get rid of these messy thoughts. Forget it all. He is an ordinary boy from the county town. How could it be related to the Jiang family? After the plane landed at the capital airport, Bai Ningbing gave me a call. I don't seem to have calmed down yet. There are noisy voices around. Not a very good attitude. My ex-girlfriend called me specifically. Is something wrong? As soon as I heard the name ex-girlfriend, Bai Ningbing remembered what happened yesterday. Blood pressure has risen. But he knows now is not the time to lose his temper. I had to suppress my anger. Explain patiently. A fan. That parting sentence yesterday. It's really just a joke. Can you believe me? Really? I don't care if it's a game. I only believe what I see. You don't need to explain. I'm very busy now. I don't have time to chat with you. Finished. I don't care what his reaction is. Hang up the phone directly. Bai Ningbing was angered by this attitude. His face turned dark. Stop arguing on the phone. See you later. Say something soft. He was coaxed right away. Several best friends took turns to persuade me. Bai Ningbing's face. Only then did it slow down. Go to Tinquan Villa. After hearing the words Quanshan's Huang spoken, only then did everyone realize something was wrong. Get to know each other. Isn't this place a famous wealthy area in northern Beijing? Everyone living inside coughed. A big shot who can shock the circle. Jiang Fan's friend's wedding banquet is here. Bai Ningbing's heart was also pounding. What thoughts I had before boarding the plane. For more wisps came out. Could it be Jiang Fan? He is really a distant cousin of the Jiang family. The wedding is about to start at 10:30. The guests took their seats one after another. I'm standing on the top balcony. This wedding was planned by Liu Ruyan. Very attentive. I just realized what my mother said. It seems like it's not a lie. Even a little reserved. Marriage between Jiang Liu and his two families. Logically speaking, all the reputable people in the whole circle will come, but it's all calculated. At most, there are only 700 or 800 tables. How can we use such a big venue? Although the sun is out, but it is winter after all. It's still a little chilly outside. For guest experience, they were also specially placed around. Countless air conditioners, with flowers flown from Europe, decorate into a flower bed, souvenirs given by the front desk, or a childlike lock made of pure gold. Every guest has one. This extravagant pomp. Let me, who grew up abroad. I feel a little distressed. I straightened my wind-blown hair. Just wanted to say a few words of emotion. Liu Ruyan came over. It's cold outside. Better go in. I nodded, followed her into the room. Liu Ruyan brought me another cup of hot coffee. Someone just called and said they were in Beijing. Ask where the wedding venue is. Is it your friend? Do you need us to send someone to pick you up at the door? What friend? I quickly picked up my phone and looked through the call history. I saw the words Tang Yang. The expression on his face instantly became a little weird. Tang Yang's phone number. She has arrived in Beijing. The corner of my mouth curled up. Unexplained smile. No need to pick it up. They'll come in on their own. Right. There were too many people at the scene. I looked at the nearby mountains. There are also many cameras taking secret photos. It's better to send someone to strengthen security. To avoid anything happening. Liu Ruyan didn't think much about it either. Hardened. Before leaving, she handed the soul ring into my hand. Watching Liu Ruyan leave the room, I've been holding back a smile for a long time. Only then do you dare to show it freely. Bai Ningbing came to my wedding. I can't imagine, when she sees me standing on the stage, how wonderful her face will look. I raised the ring box in my hand and opened it. Wait until you see clearly the matching ring inside. Wei Wei is a little bit argumentative. This pair of rings, I saw it in a magazine 2 months ago. Also shared with Bai Ningbing. At that time, I was still imagining that one day, the occasion to kneel down on one knee and propose to her. Who would have thought? Only half a month has passed. I already knew about her and Shen Haoyu, the long-awaited wedding and ring. Now I have them all. As for the choice of the bride, it would be best. To this day, I'm sorry for everything that's happened in the past 7 years. No more feelings of remembrance. Just happy. 11 o'clock sharp. The wedding is about to begin. Under the spotlight, Father Liu holds his daughter's hand. Slowly enter the field. Send people to me. After completing the previous rituals step by step, soon it was time to exchange rings. Liu Ruyan picked up the wedding ring. About to put it on me, there was a sudden commotion in the audience. I heard the sound and looked over. I saw Bai Ningbing at a glance. He seems crazy. Pushing away the human figure blocking him. Keep your eyes fixed on the stage. Several best friends followed him into the battle, still shouting my name. Sudden changes attracted the attention of all guests. Everyone's eyes were looking up and down the stage, facing the malicious looks from all sides. I'm very calm, turning his head to look at Liu Ruyan. Seeing his face became even more angry and confused, he quickly explained to Liu Ruyan in a low voice. Sorry, here's my friend from Togami. You can pause the wedding process. Give me a few minutes to go over and persuade them. Liu Ruyan nodded hesitantly. I waved all the staff to stop. The security guards have subdued the troublemakers. About to be dragged out. See me raising my hand to signal. Then it stopped. From beginning to end, Bai Ningbing's sight, locked firmly to me, never left for a moment, saw me wearing groom's clothes. With a calm face. Stand in front of yourself. He can't control his temper anymore. You said you would come to your friend's wedding. Is your friend yourself? I can't help but want to laugh. Generally speaking, I have a friend who says this. Don't you all bring yourself with you? Bai Ningbing is only missing. I laughed angrily after reciting 2 sentences. He closed his eyes. When you open it again, Anger burned in his eyes. Is this the reason why you got married behind my back? What does carrying mean? The marriage of the Jiang and Liu families. It has been fermenting online for more than a month. Bai Ningbing, don't you go online? Jiang Liu 2 characters. Bai Ningbing seemed to remember something. He suddenly turned his head and looked at the bride Liu Ruyan aside. This face is very similar to his second sister Liu Yuncheng. Bai Ningbing recognized it at a glance. Her pupils widened silently. The skin at the corners of the mouth trembled slightly. It's written all over his body. Unbelievable for characters. Liu Ruyan's marriage partner is Jiang Fan. Then who is Jiang Fan? Tang Yang and the others behind her. Also aware of this problem, he exclaimed with shock on his face. Jiang Fan, you are from Jingbei Jiang family. I looked at them quietly. I introduced myself very patiently. To be precise, I am the next successor of Jingbei Jiang City. Jiang Shuming and Ms. Yi Saiying. Only son. Liu Ruyan's fiancé. The chairman's opinion of my identity. Do you still have any doubts? This long list of titles. All 6 people were immediately silenced. On the door, these young ladies can indeed bring luck to each other. But this is Beijing North. It is where the capital is located. This is their identity. In front of the Jiang Liu family. It's really not enough to watch. I don't know how long I've been silent for. Bai Ningbing was dumb. Asked a question for him. Very important thing. Why didn't you say it before? Didn't you hide a lot from me? For example, the promise made at the age of 28. 2 sentences. Just let Bai Ningbing's face become extremely pale. He struggled again, anxiously explaining non-stop. I can explain this. A fan. I have never forgotten Shen Haoyu. But in these 7 years, half of the words, always by the side. Liu Ruyan, who is watching the changes, interrupted him. He said to the security guard, take them down. Liu Ruyan took my hand, discussed with me very gently. Not a good time to deal with this. A fan. Wait until the wedding is over. Let's invite your friends again. Eat alone. Don't keep your guests waiting. I didn't expect Liu Ruyan to be at such a critical moment. Make such a decisive choice. Although I nodded in agreement. But I still have a lot of doubts in my heart. But now is not a good time to clear up doubts. Liu Ruyan holds my arm. The 2 of them returned to the center of the stage together. The light piano music sounded again. Amidst the congratulations from the audience, the couple completed the ceremony of exchanging rings. The moment the bouquet is thrown out, many petals are falling from the sky, feathers and ribbons. There is no dazzling sunshine falling on Liu Ruyan. It shows her delicate and beautiful little face. I turned around. Never look back again. Take big strides towards the future and tomorrow. After this grand wedding, I'm a little tired. Recall what happened during the day. I think now is the time to talk to Liu Ruyan. Let's have a good and honest chat. What happened today? Do you have anything to ask me? Liu Ruyan's hand that was wiping her face paused. Ning Mao glanced at me. If you want to say, then I have something to ask. If you don't want to say. A very unusual person. Are you curious about me and them? What is the relationship? Are you not worried about what happened today? Is there any entanglement behind all this? Liu Ruyan sat on a soft chair nearby, eyes full of calmness, curiosity and worry. But that's not important. What matters is you. My wedding ended successfully. You became my husband. We will join hands. Many tomorrows have passed. As for the past, are you willing to share? I will be very happy. If you don't want to say, I can understand too. Everything has passed. Why bother to insist on irreversible situation? For a while, I feel it. A gap between people. It also once again refreshed my understanding of Liu Ruyan, infected by her words. I don't want to hide it anymore. Simply put it clearly. The group of people at the wedding. It's my ex-girlfriend and some of her best friends. We talked for 7 years. I wanted to marry her, but she always liked someone else in her heart. After I found out, I decided to break up and go back to Beijing. It just so happens that my parents have been urging me to get married. I readily agreed. Yesterday I officially broke up with her. She doesn't know that I'm from the Jiang family. I came to the wedding venue and made a big fuss. Listen. A very subtle expression appeared on Liu Ruyan's face. Broke up yesterday. Get married today. Isn't it a little hasty? Maybe a little sloppy. But you and I are just a business marriage. As long as in the eyes of outsiders, maintain a stable relationship. Isn't that enough? When saying this, I have a natural expression on my face. Liu Ruyan's mouth slightly raised when he saw it. Then you don't care. What is your marriage partner like? Not very concerned. I just want to inherit the zombie group as soon as possible. Liu Ruyan's heart trembled suddenly. She looked at me intently for a long time. Then he nodded slightly. Bai Ningbing was dragged several hundred meters by security guards. I have never suffered such humiliation in my life. The other best friends were not much better either. Several people were left at the gate of the villa, faced with being chased away by dozens of security guards. Dare to be angry but dare not speak, and at the bottom of the steps, there were hundreds of people carrying cameras. Reporters who were unable to take photos of this wedding of the century. Several discerning reporters recognized Bai Ningbing at a glance. He quickly shouted and rushed forward for an interview. Miss Bai, were you also invited to attend the wedding of Miss Liu San and Mr. Jiang? Your current appearance doesn't look good. May I ask what happened inside? Someone takes the lead. A bunch of reporters rushed up to take photos and interviews. Bai Ningbing was in an extremely bad mood. Now someone has taken such embarrassing pictures. Instantly furious, he directly pushed down the person in front of him. I broke several cameras. Then he led the people away. This evening, Bai Ningbing's beating of reporters. It made headlines in entertainment news. Comments on the Bai Group, falling thousands of feet overnight. Black manuscripts emerge one after another. Even if the Bai family spends money, they can't stop it. When Shen Haoyu called, Bai Ningbing locked himself in the hotel room. Smelling drunk. Hello? After receiving a positive answer, Shen Haoyu's voice was filled with excitement. Ruxue just told me that the project plan jointly prepared by Bai Jiang and Liu Chen has been completed. I heard that the final decision on the implementation of this project lies with Beijing. Since you have been in love with him for so many years, is there any way to ask him for help and send this project to us? Although Bai Ningbing's mind was unclear, he still retained his last sanity. He sneered and sounded desperate. Ask him for help, he is already married to Liu Ruyan. So what? Haven't you been together for 7 years? Even if we break up now, he also wants to miss his old relationship, right? You go and try it. Uncle Bai just called me. Ask you where you are. Very angry tone. If we can get this project done, his old man will also calm down. I won't argue with you about today's events. I assented. After listening to this advice, Bai Ningbing felt a little relieved, but he didn't dare to drag it out. Only gave an ambiguous answer, then hung up the phone. He struggled to get up. I went to the bathroom and recharged my face. Even sober for most of the time. A few minutes later, Tang Yang knocked on the door and came in. I pulled him along and started discussing this project. Bai Ningbing sat on the sofa, looking out the window coldly. My mind is in turmoil. This project is a big piece of meat. Several forces in Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong and Macau are trying to grab it. The reason why the 4 major families in Shanghai unite. Just so I can eat it steadily. According to the information collected, the person in charge of this project, 9 times out of 10 it will be Jiang Ziyao, my aunt. If you can get on this line through me, that would indeed get twice the result with half the effort. Thought half rewarded. Bai Ningbing decided to give it a try. Not only for this project, also for his selfish reasons. He still wants to find a chance. Meet me again. After receiving the certificate on the 2nd day of the wedding, I went directly to the Jiang Group headquarters. Assumed the position of vice president. In order for me to adapt as soon as possible, the father lifted him up with one hand. Several secretaries and assistants gave it to me. I looked at the paper reports all day. Finally, the situation within the group. I took a rough look. Only when I came back to my senses did I realize. It's getting dark. It's already 8 o'clock in the evening. There is only my office in the whole building. The light is still on. Why are you here? Liu Ruyan smiled softly. There was a hint of helplessness in his tone. Today is the 2nd day of our wedding. Logically speaking. The subtle expression revealed. I finally understood the meaning of that expression. I explained with some embarrassment. First marriage. No experience. Forgot these things. But wedding and honeymoon or something. It should be something ordinary couples care about. We are just a business marriage. There should be no need to celebrate. In Liu Ruyan's eyes, a trace of undetectable loss flashed through. But I quickly adjusted my mood. Open the passenger door. Sit in. It's okay if you're busy and don't want to celebrate. It's just that we are married after all. Invite busy people to have dinner together. Vice President Jiang should agree. There was a hint of ridicule in his tone. The 2 of them came and had some food. The boxes are full. I'm hungry too. Too lazy to bother anymore. After obtaining Liu Ruyan's consent, just sit in the corner of the hall by the window. After getting the menu, Liu Ruyan handed it directly to my hand. Then he introduced this store. Several signature dishes. At her suggestion, I ordered 4 or 5 of my favorites. Then handed the menu back to her. Liu Ruyan did not click again. Are you really not going to order a few more dishes? My taste might be a little weird. You may not be able to eat it. She smiled and shook her head. Look at me with a glint in your eyes. Since they are husband and wife, From now on, we will eat at the same table every day. You like me. Of course, you should try more. Accept it slowly. We are getting married. It's not like you are selling yourself off anymore. Everyone still has the right to choose the food they like when eating. You don't have to think so much. If you have anything to say, you can say it directly. We can discuss it. Can everything be discussed? Why not cancel the honeymoon? Can it be discussed? Look at her serious look on her face. I thought she was going to make some request. As a result, what came out of my mouth was honeymoon. A little unexpected for a moment. Do you want to go on honeymoon? I have been busy for this wedding for a long time. I want to take a good rest for a while. And the elders on both sides also hope that we can quickly calm down. I think honeymoon is a very good opportunity. What do you think? Listening to her extremely sincere tone. All the excuses I had prepared are stuck in my throat. To be fair, Liu Ruyan is a very good wife. Will respect my opinions everywhere. Honeymoon is actually dispensable to me. I don't want to break her heart over such a trivial matter. Then he agreed. After getting a positive answer, the smile on Liu Ruyan's face became even brighter. Then wait until you finish your work for a while. Have time. You'll arrange it again. Bai Ningbing waited all day downstairs at Jiang Group. Just saw me. She followed me to the restaurant. I want to find a chance to meet alone, but I didn't leave my seat all night. Talking and laughing with Liu Ruyan. The scene of adding food to each other. It hurt her deeply. It took 2 hours for the food on the table to be served. She didn't move a breath. His eyes have always been on my gentle smiling face. Finally I waited until I got up and went to the bathroom. Bai Ningbing quickly followed him out. Stopped me in the corridor. Fan, why did you agree to marry Liu Ruyan? I looked back. There was a flash of demi-human in his eyes. If I remember correctly, we have broken up, right? Will I get married or not? Does it have anything to do with you? My unconcerned tone made Bai Ningbing feel that he has been despised. I couldn't help but feel a surge of anger in my heart. The marriage between Jiang Liu and his family. It was decided more than a month ago. We hadn't broken up yet. You have already found your next home. I crossed my arms and glanced at him. Soft tone. Yes. I planned it a month ago. I'm going back to Jingbei to get married. But what are you so angry about? Could you have planned this from 7 years ago? To be with Shen Haoyu. Breaking up on my 28th birthday. In a month in advance. Plan a way out for yourself. Is there anything wrong? Bai Ningbing was blocked by a few words. Speechless. He clenched his fists, swallowing down the unwillingness and regret surging in my chest. I have to defend myself. Things about me and her. Not what you think. I know she doesn't like me. Just known each other for so many years. There is another agreement. That's why it became an obsession in my heart. I thought about being with you. On the way to North Beijing. I'm also ready to propose to you. I've already picked out the wedding ring. Fan, can you believe me once? She was completely rejected. I just remembered my spare tire. What a pity. I'm married. Bai Ningbing. You better propose to Shen Haoyu. Maybe she will agree. There was unabashed sarcasm in my tone. Bai Ningbing felt even more painful when he heard that. He took a step forward and wanted to grab my hand, but was avoided. I never liked him. I was confused before, didn't see him clearly. Until after the birthday party that day. I just understand. These 7 years. I'm used to having you by my side. I really want to marry you. Originally, I thought he was. Although I have 2 boats. But there is still a trace of sincerity. Now after listening to what he said, I feel a little sick. You hate Shen Haoyu for not accepting you. Hate him for using you as a spare tire. Do you feel like you have been waiting for Shen Haoyu for 7 years? The deep love for him is evident. I'm almost moved to the point of being completely moved. Then why you hate him? Have you ever thought about it? You are essentially no different from Shen Haoyu. He doesn't agree to you. Hanging you. You are unwilling. Hanging me again. You are nothing more than the sum of the two. Why do you need to act like you don't know people clearly here? Do you regret the previous drama? In an instant, the blood on Bai Ningbing's face faded. Only a pale color remains. I don't care at all how he feels at this time. I don't want to continue to struggle with him. Turn around and walk to the hall. When the two of them passed each other, Bai Ningbing restrained himself and accidentally grabbed me. My patience has reached its bottom line. Just shake him off. Pulling room. The chandelier of the senior brother above his head. It fell down with a squeak. Hit me straight on the head. The moment danger occurs. Bai Ningbing subconsciously pushed me aside. A loud bang. An iron paper light saw weighing dozens of kilograms. Hit him on the shoulder. I was pushed a few meters away. I happened to meet Liu Ruyan who was coming. He couldn't help but look back. At a glance, I saw Bai Ningbing lying on the ground. He curled up in pain. The left hand tightly covers the right shoulder. The whole face is swollen due to pain. The waiter who came after hearing the sound. They all came forward to check Bai Ningbing's injury. Liu Ruyan also frowned and asked me, "Are you injured?" After making sure I'm okay, he breathed another sigh of relief. Help me leave this place of right and wrong. Looking at the backs of the two people leaving hand in hand. Bai Ningbing lying on the ground. Bit your lip. Don't want to make any sound, but I can't stop the sobs at the tip of my throat. He closed his eyes in despair. Memories flashed through my mind. It's all about me. When he is ill, I'll stay by your side every step of the way. Contacted many doctors. Always care about your condition. He hit the wall. When bruises form on your arms, I will immediately boil eggs and give them to him gently. He has insomnia at night. I will hold back my sleepiness and listen to the music with him. Boil the marshmallow soup. In the past, as long as it was related to him. I'm so itchy. Now he is injured like this trying to save me. I didn't react at all. I left the place where I lay down with the people. Until this moment, Bai Ningbing was finally convinced. I am no longer the me she knew. She is no longer one. I don't love her anymore. After arriving home, my mood slowly calmed down. I'm lying on the sofa drinking hot tea. Recall the scene that just happened. Still a little scared. I was just about to say something to Liu Ruyan, one side of head, but I saw her squatting down with the medical kit in hand. I'm not hurt. What are you doing here with the medical kit? Liu Ruyan did not answer, just pointed at my ankle gently. Here? My eyes followed. Only then did I discover. A small piece of skin was scratched on the heel by a glass shard. Liu Ruyan picked up a cotton swab and dipped it in some alcohol. It might hurt a little. Normally I wouldn't take this little injury to heart at all. So I saw Liu Ruyan caring so much. I'm a little embarrassed too. It won't be a big deal if you don't take care of the minor injuries. Don't worry so much. That being said, the moment alcohol comes into contact with the wound, I still took a breath of cold air. After disinfection, Liu Ruyan picked up the band-aid to cover the wound. You'll have someone send me some waterproof stuff later. Remember to take it with you when you take a shower these 2 days. Be careful. Do not allow water to enter the wound. Just wear slippers if you want to go out. I left home when I was young to stay with my aunt. For years of college after returning to China. 6 years of love. They are all alone in the field. This is the first time I met someone. For the little wounds on my body. Such a big fight. In horror. I also want to lighten the mood. Just made a little joke. No need to be so troublesome. Maybe you'll wait for your things to be delivered. The wounds are all healed. Liu Ruyan raised her eyes. Keep looking at me. His face was serious as I have never seen before. The reason why you are hurt today. It's also because of my omission. I can't blame myself. Any wound will hurt. I don't want you to be so frightened. The body will still feel uncomfortable. That's why it's a bit verbose. But pay more attention. There's no harm in it after all. Just listen to me once. A fan. I don't know if it's because of her tone of voice. Too sincere. Or because in her eyes. A flash of self-blame. My heartstrings were plucked a few times. Trembling non-stop. I can't look into her eyes. Lower your eyes. Nod slightly. After Liu Ruyan left with the medical kit, I received Tang Yang. Phone call. Are you so heartless? Bing Bing wants to save you. Suffered such serious injuries. Don't you want to take a look at her? Listen to her groundless accusations. I don't want to be splashed either. Such a basin of dirty water. I sneered. If she hadn't kept pestering me and wouldn't let go, the chandelier can't hit me on the head. She was injured only by herself. This can also be blamed on me. No matter what happens. She is always at a critical moment. Pushed you away. You really. Don't you miss your old feelings at all? I even admire her for being so shameless. The ability to confuse right and wrong. Too lazy to talk nonsense to her anymore. A yellow eye glanced at the band-aid on the leg. Lied directly. I'd like to take a look, but I was also injured on my leg. I can't go out now. There was silence on the phone for 10 seconds. She cleared her throat. Tone down. Forget it if you can't come. But favors always have to be tempered. So be it. I heard that a month later. It is the project establishment dinner of the Yundao project. Ask your secretary to send you some invitations. Even if the two are cleared. It turned out that this was the plan. I couldn't help but chuckle twice. I agreed casually. After hanging up the phone, I sent a few messages to my aunt. I asked about the details of this project. Then asked her to send some invitations tomorrow. Next few days. No matter what I do, Liu Ruyan is following me. At first I would persuade her to go about her own business. But she kept coming back time and time again using the excuse of marriage. Gradually I found. As long as Liu Ruyan is around, no matter what problems you encounter at work, she can always give her opinion on everything. Get used to her presence and spend time together day and night. The two quickly became familiar with each other. I have to work overtime late at night. Liu Ruyan will accompany you with a computer, doing your own thing quietly. Occasionally she has to go out. Will also report to me as soon as possible. During the break, he would go out with me for dates and shopping. He took me to see many new and interesting places and gadgets. Spring Festival half a month later. 2 families will be left in total. Prepare to gather together to watch the new year together. More than a dozen people from the 2 families were sitting together, chatting lively. Inside and outside the words, "Can't get around the newly married couple." Mother Jiang looked pleased, looking at me and Liu Ruyan sitting next to us, feeling very emotional. A Fan's stubborn temper. Exactly like her aunt. After graduation, I asked her to go back to Beijing. She refused no matter what. "You have to work hard outside alone. I can't even do anything to her. Like smoke. If she doesn't do something well, you have to bear with me more." Mother, in front of so many people. Complain about yourself. I'm a little dissatisfied. I was about to defend myself a few words. Liu Ruyan peeled the freshly peeled orange, put it in my hand. Speak with a smile. "Mom, you are serious. Where is a Fan tired? I think she is very independent, also very opinionated. Together with my aunt in the future, he will definitely be able to shoulder the heavy burden of the Jiang family. I will have to learn more from her then. Don't hold her back." She finished. The Liu family also started to praise them. I only praised Mother Jiang until she couldn't close her mouth from ear to ear. The tone is full of joy. "As long as you two get along, we are happy as elders. If only I could have a baby sooner, then we will be even happier." After several elders heard this, he also started teasing me. My face became extremely red between my ears. Liu Ruyan noticed. The expression on my face changes. I quickly found an excuse. He took me to the garden, blown by the cold wind of winter. My complexion slowly returned to normal. Liu Ruyan's mouth curled up into a slight smile, taking the initiative to interrupt the topic. "Are you going to go that night tomorrow too?" "Go ahead." Bai Ningbing's invitation letter. It was sent from my hand. I have to keep an eye on him. Let's take a look at what his plans are. Are there more invitations? Give me one too. Heard this? I was astonished. Raise your head and look at her. This project is okay. But you and eldest sister, aren't you busy with Yuan Chuan recently? Such a critical moment. I still want to come here to find out the news. She knows him joking. Blinked a few times quickly and responded. Of course not interested in this project. Just for the holidays. Nothing to do. I want to go for a walk with you. I nodded understandingly. I remembered that there was only one invitation left on hand. Then he took her downstairs to find her aunt. Project dinner. Booked at the largest hotel in northern Beijing. 7 p.m. The project leader slowly walked onto the stage. Announced the official start of the dinner party. The Jiang family's car is stuck on the road. Arrived half an hour late. Opened the door. Auntie was waiting at the door. A thoughtful person who is moved by the wind. Surrounded. Saw so many people. I don't want to go through this muddy water either. Pulling Liu Ruyan through the door to avoid the flow of people. The two of them were not here for the project in the first place. Leisure listening department. Walking leisurely through the hall. Tasting food and wine. Bai Ningbing standing on the second floor. Holding a glass of champagne. Leaning on railing. Saw it at a glance. I am thinking about the rain with Liu Ruyan. This month. She thought a lot. She has given up on me. I am from the Jiang family. I married Liu Ruyan again. No matter which side of the two families. She can't afford to offend her. So she kept persuading herself. Let go of the past. Recognize the reality. But it took me so long to build up my psychology. After seeing the two of us appearing in front of him. To act so intimate. There was still some anger in her heart. His face turned dark instantly. Shen Haoyu on the side. After following her gaze and seeing me. Eyes also brightened a bit. Pulling Xia Ruxue. Just go downstairs. Tang Yang saw this. I heard that you just got married a few days ago. Happy wedding. Thank you. As soon as these two words fell, the scene became cold again. Xia Ruxue found it difficult to speak again. Then he winked at Shen Haoyu. Shen Haoyu quickly stepped forward and waved to me. Brother Fan, do you still remember me? We met more than 2 months ago. Long time no see, Mr. Shen. Hear my voice. Bai Ningbing then raised his head. Just in time to see the cold eyes I glanced at. Fan, long time no see. I heard you were injured that day. Are you okay now? Thanks to you. Recovering well. My meaningful tone. It made Bai Ningbing's heart tremble. A guilty look appeared on his face. She couldn't help but want to explain. The words haven't left my mouth yet. He was interrupted by Liu Ruyan. Fan and I accompanied my aunt to the dinner party. I didn't expect to meet Ruxue here. Time of year. You have flown all the way to Beijing. Is something wrong? Heard this. Tang Yang quickly bumped Xia Ruxue's hand. So she seized the opportunity. Several of us are also somewhat interested in the Yundao project. Just wanted to take a look. I heard that Fan's aunt is the person in charge of this project. Don't know Wanru. Can you please look at our past friendship? Please help with recommendations. Liu Ruyan did not answer him immediately, but he looked up at me. Seems to be asking for my opinion. After the two people made eye contact, Wanru and I want to help, but you also saw it. My aunt is too busy now. I'm afraid it's inconvenient. The three people looked at each other. I understand that this means rejection. I don't want to offend anyone either. After exchanging pleasantries, we left. Only Bai Ningbing stayed where he was and looked at me steadily. He hesitates to speak. I don't want to talk to him. He pulled Liu Ruyan and walked away. But he followed the two people as if he had lost his soul. Go from the lobby to the second floor. Follow to the garden again, seeing no one around. Miss Bai has been following my husband and me. Do you have something to say? Bai Ningbing was shocked. My behavior is very inappropriate. I apologized quickly. Sorry. I drank too much. A little confused. Can't see the way clearly. Hear this lame excuse. Liu Ruyan chuckled a few times. The tone is extremely cold. It's just a moment of confusion, but don't stay confused. A fan misses old love. I have nothing in common with a Bai family. There is no talk of old feelings or old feelings. The threat behind the words. Let Bai Ningbing's heart. Straight to the bottom. He knows the ability of the Liu family. As long as Liu Ruyan says a few words casually, the Bai family may disappear from their homes one day. Bai Ningbing didn't dare to bet his family to rob him. I can only grit my teeth and swallow this breath. Turn back to the hall. Mr. Jiang, your nephew also has some friendship with us. You don't look at the monk's face and look at the Buddha's face. Can we toast you with this glass of wine after you drink it? Although I don't know what happened inside, but as soon as I heard this sentence, he realized something bad. He quickly broke in, just walked through the crowd to the central hall. I haven't said the words "I'm sorry, Mr. Jiang" yet. She saw her aunt pick up the phone and call the security guard. The whole place fell silent for a moment. The other guests all looked happy to be in this misfortune. Looking at the four people with pale faces. Today is Yundao's project establishment dinner, not some backdoor shortcut. Now that you have received the invitation letter, please also listen carefully to the press conference that will begin shortly. Don't follow these people's evil ways. Otherwise you will be kicked out of the party. Don't say I didn't give you face. When more than a dozen security guards pressed four people to leave, I just happened to come back with Liu Ruyan. The couple stopped at the door and looked at it for a long time. Then they looked at each other. This man was driven away. I don't want to stay here either. Pulled her and said she wanted to go home. Liu Ruyan relies on me in everything. After sending a message to my aunt, just drove away. The couple has been living in the old house these days. The servants at home have also gone back to celebrate the festival. The house is empty. Two people sitting on the sofa. Watched a movie. Near midnight. I suddenly want to eat glutinous rice balls. It's late night again during the holidays. All nearby stores have stopped taking out food. I looked at my phone. Several words cannot be delivered. Took a deep breath. Look at me with a melancholy expression. A gentle smile appeared on Liu Ruyan's face. Get up and go into the kitchen. I took out a bag of glutinous rice flour from the cabinet. Saw her move. I moved closer curiously. Eyes full of surprises. Can you also make glutinous rice balls? Liu Ruyan watched me fiddle with it. What looks like glutinous rice flour? I know I want to try it too. I took off 2 bibs. Put one on me. No? Find a tutorial and learn it. It should be simple. I think what she said makes sense. Quickly opened the phone. 2 people facing the tutorial. Been doing it for more than an hour. I just managed to knead out a few of different sizes. Tang yuan in different shapes. After the water boils. I want to eat glutinous rice balls. Liu Ruyan soaked me and heated it. He quickly took the plate. You want me to get 2 bowls? No complaints at home. She put some brown sugar into taste. When the 2 bowls of glutinous rice balls were brought out. It's past 12 o'clock. I used a spoon to shake up the largest dumpling in the bowl. He made a fuss in front of Liu Ruyan. The biggest one is here with me. Looks like I'm going to have good luck this year. Liu Ruyan looked at me with a smile on her face. I took a bite. After a few seconds, the pride on his face froze. Back to normal again. Isn't it delicious? My eyes rolled around a few times. Nodding like crazy. Then put the spoon in front of her. Encourage. Very delicious. Do you want to try? Liu Ruyanji glanced at. You know that the glutinous rice balls I needed so big are not cooked properly. But she didn't hesitate for a second. He lowered his head and ate the remaining half of the dumpling. See, she was fooled. I can barely hold back the snickering on my lips. Quickly raise your hands to cover your face. Delicious. There was a surprised expression on her face. Thumbs up. Delicious. Sweet. Waxy. Very to my taste. When saying this, her eyes lit up. I'm not sure whether what she said is true or not. But I still trust my sense of taste. Just put down the soup and cook it. Lifting her chin with one hand. I want to open her mouth and take a look. Liu Ruyan swallowed what was in her mouth directly. When I tried my best to pry open her mouth, didn't see anything. A look of disappointment suddenly appeared on his face. It's obviously raw. You lied to me? Two people fighting and making noise rolled off the sofa, fell together on the carpet.